Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Abraham. That's complete. It's Collins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Abraham. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, and 4 of those picks led to the loss. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And one of the linebackers has got it. There he goes, right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Abraham over the middle to Beckham. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Abraham. And this one is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, Forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On first down, Lawrence. He has it complete to Christian Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Etienne once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Runs over him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Throwing on first down, Abraham. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Abraham. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and force him run into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the counter, Etienne. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage and moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Lawrence to throw. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert it? And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers have taken a 2-touchdown lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Abraham. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To throw on 3rd down, Abraham. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Lawrence on target there to Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
Tutu Atwell.
41 yards.
And the Tigers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Abraham drops it underneath for Collins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Chubb try the middle here.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game moved to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In motion left goes Watson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They work now on 2nd and 9. A give running right, Etienne.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Lawrence.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away.
And the Tigers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Abraham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
13 yards. And the Browns first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
We'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Abraham.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action with Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Returnable here from the 38. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Off the play fake. Abraham. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now Etienne to start the drive. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw brought in by Watson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Etienne up the middle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Through the middle of the field.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to...
Touchdown! To that run with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Tigers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it is 42-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Back to throw. Abraham, and his pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again, Abraham.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with. Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
Gets past one man, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A 29-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Throwing again. Abraham.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9.
3rd down and 1.
3rd down.
Back to throw. Abraham. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Back to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Looking to throw. Abraham. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Abraham.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Abraham. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 3rd down and 7. Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Abraham. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10. Abraham. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.